Coming up on Winning Bets, I've got two MLB bets for you today. Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Jason Mattis with Winning Bets. Thanks for hanging out with me on this glorious Tuesday morning that we're having. Before we jump on into today's show, I want to do a little bit of housekeeping with you guys and let you fill you guys in on some information. We all know that the NFL season's starting to kick off here in the next few weeks. Well, my favorite two ESPN fantasy games are going to return, and that's the NFL Pick'em contest and the NFL Eliminator contest. The NFL Pick'em contest, that's where you get to pick every single game every week, just straight, who's going to be the winner. Then you can also pick the games via the spread. And, you accumulate the most points, ESPN gives out a prize, what have you. And then NFL Eliminator, this is the one that I absolutely really love. This is a game where you get every week, you have to pick one winner, and they just have to win, and you can't repeat that same team throughout the season. So every week you have to pick a new team each week to continue to win, and the goal is to go all 17 weeks and pick 17 winners. That game is absolutely just brutally tough. I think the best I've gotten, I've played both of these games for, decades now, literally, with my friends. I think the best I've gone in the Eliminator is maybe 7 or 8 weeks, maybe 9 tops if I'm being generous to myself. I don't know, probably more around the 7 or 8 range. I actually remember one year I lost in week 1. I took the Jets to beat the Buccaneers, Jets home opener. I think it was the year they were coming off that AFC championship run, Rex Ryan, everything. And the Buccaneers upset the Jets in week 1 in the Jet Stadium. That was absolutely wild. And my friends obviously never let me live that down. I don't even think to this day, they'll still bring that up. So anyways, I bring that up because on both of these games, I've got groups. I've created groups where then you can compete and, just kind of watch the status and see how everybody's doing amongst all your friends. So that's what I've done on each of these games. I've created groups. I want you guys to join that. I'm going to give away a prize. I haven't quite decided on what the prize is yet. I'm still in between a couple of ideas, but I'll definitely announce it before the NFL season starts so everybody will know what we're competing for. I'll put the information, the group names, in the description of this video. But you can see they're up over my shoulder here. Those are the ones for the NFL Pick'em. I've got 2 groups, one for the straight, one for the spread. And then the Eliminator Challenge there, it's just called simply Winning Bets. So pretty easy there to get that one. But anyways, they'll be in the descriptions. Go ahead, join these groups. I think it'll be a lot of fun. We'll incorporate the games into the shows. We'll talk about them. We'll have a lot of fun. And I'll give away a prize to it'll be 3 lucky people. So I'll do a prize in each group. And like I said, I'll announce that before we jump on into the season and we get those contests away. So look forward to, having a lot of fun there with games with you guys that I've enjoyed over the past decade myself. All right, guys, so as we get into now let's get on into the show. We'll talk about yesterday's results. It was absolutely brutal. As you can see, not a thing went our way, which doesn't mean that, the research was wrong. The research was right. I mean, we bet according to the numbers and, the games just didn't go that way. Sometimes that happens. You get unlucky. So as this tweet says, we'll rebound and we'll get back at it today, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to go in this first game. We're going to look at the Giants versus the Angels. This game yesterday, though, went kind of exactly how I thought. You guys recalled on yesterday's show, the reason why we took the Angels run line was because of this terrible Giants bullpen, and that's how the Angels ended up winning the game. They just didn't win by 2 runs, only won by 1. But in terms of how the game went, it generally went about how I thought. But in terms of today's matchup, you've got Cahill versus Bundy. Cahill in his first start this season only went 1.2 innings pitched on 55 pitches against the Astros. He did give up 0 runs, 0 hits as well in that game. So because he's only had 1 outing this season, we need to look at his 2019 stats. And he had a 5.98 ERA, a 1.47 whip, an opponent's batting average of 274. So definitely a guy that you can light up like a Christmas tree. And I wanted to compare the Angels offense to the Astros offense because that was the one team that I said Cahill had appeared in this season. And the Angels offense is .007 batting average worse. So just very marginally right there under the Astros batting average. The Angels take more walks. That's not going to be a good sign for Cahill when he allowed 4 Astros to get a free pass to first base. The Angels take more walks, and the Angels hit way more home runs than the Astros. So definitely, even though the batting average is ever so slightly worse than the Astros, this Angels offense should be a lot more productive against the Cahill than the Astros were. After Bundy, he's on the bump for the Angels. Look, he's been absolutely fantastic this season. He's had 4 starts, and all 4 starts are deemed quality starts. And his latest outing against the Athletics was an absolute gem. So Bundy's having just an outstanding season. We mentioned the bullpen in yesterday's game. The Giants used their closer and Gotts. They used two of their three top setup men in Rogers and Watson. So we showed you guys yesterday that the Giants had a very bottom 10 bullpen. I just mentioned that they used 3 of their good arms last night in defeat, so we like that even more that the Giants are a bottom bullpen team. So we're going to go right back to the same well. We're going to go Angels run line here at -122, looking for them to rebound against a bullpen that should be depleted, that already stinks, and then Cahill on the mound with Giants that is really bad in his own right. So take the Angels run line at -122. Next game we want to look at too, the Athletics versus Diamondbacks. Look, the research was accurate yesterday. Things just didn't go our way. What about today? Well, the numbers scream even more that the Athletics should win this game. We've got Montas versus Weaver on the mound. Montas has gone 23 innings pitched and only given up 14 hits and 4 earned runs. Weaver has gone 13.2 innings pitched, given up 22 hits and given up 18 earned runs. Ooh! That is some terrible numbers there by Weaver. So again, we liked the numbers yesterday. We gave you that the bullpen advantages significantly favors the Athletics. Now the pitching matchup significantly favors the Athletics as well. We know the offense is about Eagle. I'm going to go Athletics, but the money doesn't work out, so we've got to parlay it with something. The other matchup is Indians versus Tigers. You've got Carrasco versus Brubaker. We know Carrasco is a top pitcher in Major League Baseball, so we like where Carrasco's at. He's had another good season, 22 innings pitched, 16 hits, only 8 earned runs. Brubaker, this is his 2020 season debut. Started off pretty good, kind of like how new pitchers do, because guys have to get adjusted to your delivery and arm angle and how the ball comes out. So he started off good, but man, his last time out, he got rocked by the Twins, and I think maybe that could be a sign that you can see going forward now that there's more tape on this guy. You guys also recall from yesterday's show, we talked about bullpens. We know that the Indians have a top bullpen, absolutely top bullpen. Both of these teams coming off an off day, so bullpen advantage goes to the Indians. The starting pitching definitely goes to the Indians. Offenses are really about even. These are actually the 2 worst batting average teams in Major League Baseball. But the difference is the Indians are ticking up. They're now above the Mendoza line for the first time this season, where the Pirates are regressing. The Indians' batting average and their offensive numbers as a whole is coming up, so they're improving after a slow start. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to parlay those Athletics with these Indians. And if you do an Athletics moneyline parlay with an Indians moneyline parlay, that comes in at +144 for that. So those are the 2 bets. Angels run line -122. Athletics Indians parlay +144. And let's have a good recap day. And let's rebound and get back on their winning ways. All right, guys. I'm Jason Mattis. See you next time. Thanks for watching this episode of Winning Bets. I'm Jason Mattis. I'll see you again when we are celebrating the wins and making more winning bets. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more Winning Bets.